At the very top of Alaska lies Utqiagvik, the northernmost town in America. In summer 2025, a small group of educators arrived with Arctic Discovery, guided by Kirsten Alberg. In less than a week, they would dive into the far north, where the land is harsh, the wildlife is wild, and the midnight sun never sets. Biologist Andrew Van Dyke reveals the secrets of the Arctic's top predator. Polar bears are incredible swimmers, covering over 60 miles at a time. Their webbed paws paddle through icy waters, while a thick layer of fat keeps them insulated against extreme cold. Every movement tells a story of survival in a changing world. At NOAA, Ross Bergener demonstrates how instruments track ice, wind, and temperature. The Arctic is warming twice as fast as the rest of the planet, making this data critical for understanding global climate patterns. Fisheries scientist Todd Sformo shows how Arctic fish survive near freezing waters with natural antifreeze proteins. But warming oceans are creating new challenges. Fungus is appearing on fish, threatening populations and the fragile Arctic food web. At Barrow Arctic Research Center, tundra plants and insects reveal hidden worlds, thriving on permafrost that has remained frozen for thousands of years. Thawing soil is reshaping the landscape, affecting both wildlife and local communities. A search and rescue pilot leads the educators through helicopters and gear, explaining how crews respond when Arctic weather turns deadly in minutes. Survival here depends on skill, preparation, and courage. Inupiaq whaling captains demonstrate centuries-old techniques, showing how every hunt is sustainable, respectful, and vital to the community. These traditions guide life in a land where resources are scarce and culture is survival. On the tundra, the group witnesses Arctic birds like snowy owls and terns soaring endlessly in daylight. Coastal erosion, driven by melting permafrost and warming oceans, is reshaping the land and threatening local communities, a constant battle residents face every year to protect their homes and way of life. Then, the unforgettable moment, a wild polar bear emerges, a living symbol of the Arctic's majesty and fragility. Beneath the whalebone arch, the midnight sun casts golden light across the tundra, highlighting the Arctic's vastness. In true expedition spirit, the educators, led by Kirsten, plunge into the frigid Arctic Ocean. The water hovers around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius, shocking every sense and creating a moment of exhilaration and bonding. The journey concludes at the Inupiaq Heritage Center, where history, culture, and centuries of survival come alive. In just a few days, these educators face the Arctic head-on, discovering a world few ever see. They return home to share their discoveries with families, schools, and students, bringing back authentic connections and stories to make learning come alive. Here, in a land so extreme and fragile, they witnessed resilience in every corner, from polar bears navigating shrinking ice to communities adapting to a changing coastline, to plants and fish thriving against the odds. The Arctic is harsh, but life persists. Through knowledge, respect, and action, we can rise to meet challenges, protect this world, and inspire the next generation. The Arctic teaches us that even in the face of change, there is hope, and that through understanding and connection, we can build a brighter, more resilient future. This is the Arctic, raw, real, and unforgettable.